First off, let's just go ahead and clean up this up here. So take all that out, take this out, and then this is just going to be a quick little fix. We're going to move this footer down here to the bottom. So let's inspect this element. We have blog footer here. And remember earlier that there's different types of positioning. So we have, right now, this is just the normal positioning, so static, wherever goes in the HTML. But what we want to change the positioning to is absolute. Position absolute. All right. One thing real quick. So with position absolute, it looks for a parent element that has a position of anything other than static. So relative, fixed, absolute, whatever. However, if it doesn't find one, then it defaults to the HTML tag, which is the whole width of the document. So that's what it's doing here when we give it a position absolute. It defaults to the HTML tag, and then you can see it's only as wide as the content within it. So as much of the writing is. To change that, we're just going to say width 100%. And in giving it that width of 100%, it'll have the same width as that HTML, which is the full width of the page. Okay? And just a note here is this paragraph's here in the middle and within the container because it's text align. The blog footer styling is text align center. So, if you wanted to be, text align to the left, so you'd go all the way to the left. So what you'd have to do is wrap this paragraph in, a div with a class of container, just as we have with the whole, blog page div up here. So all I'm showing you is that if you do change it up and you're like, why is this text all the way over to the left? Because you changed this text align, and maybe you want to have, one column in your footer with information over here to the left and then another column of information over here to the right. You're going to have to wrap it in the container to keep it, within the container. And you know how wide the container is. We've gone over that. Okay, so the last step we have to do, we have position absolute. So now it's going to be absolute in terms of the HTML document, so the full document. The width's 100%. Now all we want to do is make sure that it stays at the bottom. So say bottom 0. And it looks funky right now, but once you clear this away, it's good. So looks a little better than it being pushed up, up top here. So let's go ahead and we'll just give this, we'll go ahead and take this style for the footer and we'll give it a class of sticky footer. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go down here and say site-wide styling because we might have to do this again. So we're going to say sticky footer. Indent that bad boy and then come over here and give it a sticky footer. And let's reload this page. Forget to save something? Yes, I did. Save that blog. Nice. See, now it pushed down the bottom. It looks much better. Oh, it's all in there. All right, cool. So that's all I wanted to show you about the About page, how to offset columns, how to remind you how to make images circular with the border radius, and about an intro you to Float. Next, we're going to go on and create a little portfolio page. We're going to get more into complex floats and how to nest columns with Bootstrap as well. Fun stuff.